guys, it's the RetrofloraPodcast. I'm Brenda.
And I'm Chutney, and we're just two crazy sisters with an opinion and a channel.
If you like true crime, conspiracies, and supernatural crap, then this is your channel. Before we start, there's something that I do think that we should
discuss.
We should bring up as someone as people who have platforms. We also want to say that we do not stand with ICE. We think that the injustices that are happening right now to the American people, even to people who are not American citizens, this should not be this should not be an option. So if we lose people, we lose people. But we don't think that ICE should be here. We think ICE should be abolished, and it's just disgusting and deplorable to see the things that are happening in this country right now. So yeah, sorry, I just thought I'd bring it up because I'm pretty pissed off at
what is going on.
What's going on in this country, right? It was supposed to be the land of the free and home of the brave, and I don't see any of that right now. So yeah, anyway,
on the lighter side.
Right, on the lighter side, let's jump into this case. Today we have a missing persons case, so it's
a true crime.
Yeah, it's unsolved true crime, but also kind of in a little bit of supernatural in this case too.
The heck?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Oh my god, we should make our own creepy pasta.
Oh my gosh, we should totally. You're a writer. Write us a creepy pasta.
Okay. I'm gonna do that, and I'll read it to y'all.
Make it something that like mimics or
mirrors
or like S-dubs, fleshy boys, something like that. Those things are creepy, man. Things that can mimic the same thing as a fleshy boy.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I was like, wait a minute.
Or a windy boy, but that's not really made up. But you can use the windy boy attributes.
Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this.
So today we're going to talk about Sandra Hughes. Sandra Hughes was born July 26, 1966. She loved the outdoors and loved solo traveling. She would frequently go solo camping.
I will never do that.
I will never either, girl.
No shade to those who do, but I'm too much of a scaredy cat to go anywhere alone, especially in another country.
Kudos to you.
I wouldn't go down the street by myself.
Right, I have not. I think one time I sat at it wasn't even a sit down restaurant. It was a fast food place, and I sat there and ate lunch by myself, and I was like, yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah, I need somebody with me.
Right, even if I'm on a phone call, I'm sorry, I'm not that like.
It is not that I don't want to be alone. It's that it's a safety issue for me.
For me, it's a safety issue too, but also I just want somebody to talk to, you know.
Oh, that too.
I feel weird.
Well, not talk to, because I be walking with you and put my headphones in. But I don't need, with you, I don't need to talk to you. We just walk down the street. And I feel weird when I'm with a stranger and it's empty space and you feel like you have to talk to them. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I don't really want to talk to you.
Charmy doesn't want to talk to you guys, okay?
Yeah, when I'm at work and my boss tries to talk to me, I'm like, why are you trying to talk to me?
She barely wants to talk to me, okay, you guys? I come to her and be like, hey, and she just give me the death look.
Yeah, I think our manager thinks I don't like him because he's like, hi. I'm like, hi. And he's like, how's you going? Like, good. And I give him one word answers and he's just like, okay, well, she obviously doesn't want to talk to me. Like, yeah, I don't.
Well, that manager's correct then. I was gonna say that people who do solo Disney trips and stuff like that,
I can do. No, I can't.
I cannot do a solo Disney trip, and the reason why I can't is because as soon as I get off a ride, I want to be like, oh my gosh, that was so much fun, you know. And there's no you do that to a random person, and they're like, yeah, that was fun. Why are you talking to me? Sandra was married twice, but both marriages ended in divorce, and she never had any children. And I just wanted to say that just so you have a feel of Sandra. Mm-hmm. Girl, kudos to you for ending marriages that don't work out because it's hard to leave, okay? Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And you know what? F them kids. I'm just kidding. Oh my God. I'm just kidding. I love you, my niecey. I love kids, but I can understand why you don't want to have kids. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's funny though because she does not have kids, but her niece calls her Auntie Sandy, which I thought was so cute. So she's pretty close to her niece, you know. She lived a nomadic lifestyle, living all over the country, even staying in Maui, Hawaii for a little bit.
I want to go to Hawaii.
Girl, same. But right now the natives said to not go, so we're not going to go because we respect them. Sandra worked as an accountant, and she also studied wilderness survival in college.
That's a major you can study in?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Maybe take a few classes or something. Maybe survivalist. You know, nowadays they got Harry Potter classes that you can take.
I know. They had a Game of Thrones and a Kardashian class. I'm like, what the heck?
Game of Thrones, I get. The Kardashians, I'm like, is this a trivia class or something?
I'm like, what the heck? What do you learn?
As a child, she loved the outdoors and even wanted to be a park ranger when she grew up. So that makes sense why she studied survival training and stuff because she was, she loved the outdoors. I love camping too, you guys, but actually I really don't. I really love glamping, okay? Because your girl, we be having a microwave and air fryer. I like pretending to live outside for a little bit, but still have modern technology.
Yeah.
In 2020, Sandra moved from Hawaii to California. On June 26th, Sandra told her family she would be solo camping in the Sierra National Forest. She told her family she would keep in touch in the upcoming weeks. So this is something she would do all the time. She would like go solo camping and they would not hear for her for a couple weeks and it would be she would be fine because she's, you know, to survive. Yeah, survivalist classes. On July 1st or 2nd, I saw different dates in some sources, so I just put both of them. Hikers found a campsite with gear and other belongings scattered around the campsite. The hikers contacted the sheriff's office and there was a contact information in the belongings. So the police reached out to Sandra's family. Her family didn't hear for a couple weeks, which is kind of normal. But these campers came across her campsite. At the time, they didn't know it was her campsite. And it was just like stuff scattered everywhere. And so they thought it was strange. So they reported to the sheriff's office. And when they came, they found like contact information in the belongings. And so they contacted her family. According to the family, they had not heard from her since June 26th. So that day that she went camping was the last day that they heard from her, which was completely normal for them. On July 5th, Sandra's silver Saab was found. Is that how you say that word? Saab? What is Saab? S-A-A-B. I know the car brand, I just never say it. So.
Oh no, I don't know what car is.
Okay, cool. I think it's a Saab. They found her car on a stump in a ravine near the Chiquito Creek trailhead. And it was crashed into a tree. Yeah, so they found her car. They don't know like what happened to lead her to crash. Based on the damages though, the police believe that she crashed at a slow speed, so less than 20 miles per hour. So weird, right? Mm-hmm. They released missing persons posters describing her, and she was 5'3" and weighed about 150 pounds. And she had brown wavy hair and brown eyes, although her hair was actually dyed blue shortly before she went camping. So I mean, her roots would probably be showing it by now. Yeah. But like, she had brown hair. Witnesses came forward to say that on July 4th, they saw Sandra, and it was after the accident, and they asked her if she was okay, and she refused any assistance from them. So she like didn't even really talk to them.
Like, she didn't say anything?
Like, they asked her if she was okay. She was just like, I guess they didn't say if she said anything verbal. I'm assuming she probably was like, I don't need no help, or like shaking her head like no help needed or whatever. But she refused any assistance. So I'm assuming that the accident wasn't that bad, because otherwise she would have like, please help me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Police decided to leave the car there in hope of Sandra returning. The California Coast Guard used a Black Hawk helicopter to do an aerial search, while the ground crew used dogs to look for her. And they couldn't find her. On August 9th, Sandra was reportedly spotted by two hunters. They told police that they had seen a woman leaning against a tree along the road near Beachshore Road. They said she did not try to wave them down or attempt any contact, and that she didn't seem in any distress. She did appear to be visibly thinner than her last photos. Another person claimed they saw her on the 4th of July, walking barefoot with a bruise on her face. And this sighting, I don't know if it's like confirmed or not. It's just this, like the other two sightings were confirmed, but I'm not sure if this one was confirmed. They saw her walking barefoot with a bruise on her face. I wonder if like that was after the accident.
It doesn't explain why her campsite was trashed.
It's just so weird, like, because like why did she act like this? And all the sightings of Sandra, she was not receptive to any of the onlookers offering her help, which is still kind of, it's just weird. It's like she was in psychosis or something. Like, in September of 2020, a massive fire broke out in that area, which could have destroyed any new evidence. Before you guys come to us, yes, California, we have a lot of fires. I'm sorry, we do. I don't know what to tell you, okay?
It's the people's fault. We rarely get ones made from lightning strikes. It's mostly man-made.
It's another thing, because look, I see in the comments on the internet, look, I'm a proud Californian, okay? Yeah. Y'all be coming for us about these homeless people. I have an aunt who's a 911 operator, and she told me that a lot of these homeless people are being bussed in from other states. So y'all states are sending them here, okay? So don't come for us, okay? We providing them with nothing. We're really providing them with nothing. I'm sorry. Warm weather. That's all we're giving. Yeah. some help, but like you got the requirements to stay in certain places, and if they're on drugs, they're not doing that. So Sandra's car remained untouched after the fire, so the police moved it, believing if she hadn't returned to it by now, she most likely wouldn't. That's crazy that her car didn't, like, nothing, like it said it was untouched. I'm assuming like no.
Was it in the
in the pathway of the fire. There were no sightings of Sandra until July 2021. And this is where it gets a little supernatural.
So it was another year?
Yeah, so literally like a year to like almost the day. The Gorba family, which consists of a mom, dad, and a 3-year-old son, were driving through the Moderna County mountains. They had bought their 4-wheeler and planned on having a fun day together. They stopped to eat lunch when their 3-year-old told them he saw a lady laying face down with her legs straight up in the air in the middle of the meadow.
Wait, laying face down with her legs straight up in the air?
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine that.
I don't even know what that looks like, but I don't want to know what that looks like. Like, I don't know how you're face down with your legs are straight up in the air. I'm not going to get
a really good core.
Yeah, I guess so. But like if you're face down, unless you're like laying on your back, but your face is, I don't know how you're like.
Yeah, I don't know what that kid's talking about.
Maybe like if you're laying on your stomach like that and you're like lifting your
the lower half.
Yeah. But look, you guys, I don't know. Okay, the kid said he saw it. Okay, I don't know what to say. He told his parents the woman was dead and she couldn't talk or move, but she needed their help.
Okay. I know it's a little kid, but he's giving me conflicting reports.
She can't talk or move, but I'm assuming
she's dead.
Yeah,
but she needs our help.
Yeah, I guess to move on. I don't know.
Like this kid, he's not a reliable source, is he?
Well, let's get into why he might be. Remember, this kid is 3. The parents, who were freaked out, got out of the car to check the meadow, but they didn't find anything. When they returned to the car, their son told them that the woman was still there in the same spot and he was pointing directly at her. He told them that she was wearing a black shirt and jeans and had blue hair.
Maybe he saw a picture of her.
He's 3. He did not see. His family doesn't even know about this. Like, how would he see a picture of her?
Maybe he saw it on the poster somewhere.
Okay, well, here's the thing. So, freaked out, the parents packed up and left. When they got home, they posted their story on Facebook asking anyone if they knew anything about that area. That's when they found out about the disappearance of Sandra. So they didn't even know about the disappearance of Sandra before this happened. They decided to show their son a bunch of pictures, a few including Sandra, and he picked Sandra's photo, saying that was the woman he saw in the meadow. And he picked her out.
How did he see her face if her face is face down in the dirt?
I guess he didn't need to visually see her face. Like, you know, like you could kind of tell somebody kind of based off of like other features, you know what I mean?
From the back of her?
Well, the thing is, like, I don't know how much of outside of the car window he was looking. So, and he picked her out 3 separate times. So they did this 3 separate times to him just to make sure, and he picked her out. This makes me think of In the Ring, where, because like this, like as a parent, if you're telling me this stuff, like I'm gonna be scared and I'm gonna be like, you need to go to your room.
Oh my God.
Like, you know, in The Ring, when she came home after what's his name died, spoiler, after what's his name died, and she's like, go to your room. Yeah. He's just like, what the heck?
Yeah, she just yelled at him.
Yeah, that would have been me. I would have been like, you're grounded. Go to your room, okay? Because like, no, you're scaring mommy and daddy, okay? How you know about this woman? So yeah, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Especially when he's just like, she needs our help. Like, no, she gonna have to have somebody else. She gonna have to call Ghostbusters. I don't know who she gonna call. True calling. I don't know. The police contacted the Gorba family, and the dad and the son went back to the area to where the little boy said he had saw her. The police checked this area but found nothing, and there have been multiple searches for Sandra, but until this day, she remains missing.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. I feel like
there's
not enough information to like really kind of
get to a conclusion.
Like, it's not enough information to say if someone harmed her. It's not enough information if like maybe she ate something that made her hallucinate. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. It's just crazy.
At first I thought it was an animal attack from the way that it was described about her campsite, but then the car, and then they see her just walking around. So that's why I don't know. I don't know
either. It's just so weird. Because like, what could have possibly have happened? Because that's what, like maybe a week after she originally went camp. Like the last day she talked to her family was the 26th. And they stumbled across her campsite the 1st or the 2nd. And then those people who saw her on the 4th of July, meaning they saw her after the campsite was already discovered, but because the missing persons reports hadn't came out yet, they didn't know to report her. Because like, I mean, if you see an accident, you're not going to be like, let me report this accident. Most people, you're just going to see if they're okay and drive by, you know what I mean?
I think you should probably report it.
I mean, but we see accidents all the time and we don't stop and report it. We may stop and help.
Yeah, but like one person's helping, one person's calling the police.
Yeah, if the police need to be called.
Well, okay, what kind of accident are you talking about?
A car accident, any type of car accident. Not every car accident the police come to the scene. There's some car accidents where people crash, they get their insurance, and then they just dip.
Okay, like that. But if someone... So you're saying a car accident and someone's not in the car anymore. I feel like that's something you should call somebody about.
Well, I mean, they saw her. She waved them away like, I don't need help. So they wouldn't have called the police because they see she's clearly okay. They don't know if she like lost control, her car hit a ditch or something like that. They're probably thinking like, oh, she's fine. At the moment, after they find out she's a missing person, they're probably like, oh crap, you should have said something, but you won't know that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. It's just not enough. Like I said, not enough evidence. So, and it sucks because there's not going to be a lot of witnesses out in the middle of like a campsite. Yeah. So, if any of you guys listening know any information about Sandra, there's information on her missing posters where you can call and submit tips anonymously. And yeah, my heart goes out to the family because like in cases where you don't know what happened to your loved one, it just leaves room for leaves up for imagination. You don't get closure. Yeah, you don't get closure. You can think any negative thing, you know what I mean? And this is definitely a bizarre event. It's not like she had history of like psychosis so I'm hoping that nobody was after her, but like she wasn't really acting as if someone was. Her campsite being in disarray is weird, but that could be like her doing, you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. The kid seeing her though, it's kind of like, I don't like that. Okay, yeah.
That's where the supernatural part you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that this kid saw her, that she's laying face down in the field, her legs are sticking up. I don't understand that. I don't really want to understand that because it makes me think she's contorted, and that even creeps me out.
And that he was looking at her, pointing at her, and like the parents didn't see her, but he still sees her. So I'm like, I don't understand that.
I don't either, but kids can see stuff that we can't see, so.
And at what age do we lose that?
I don't know. When do you lose your innocence? When you're told to ignore the creepy girl sitting on the end of your bed? I don't know. Well, you've made it to the end.
You must really like the sounds of our high-pitched voices and quirky commentary.
You might as well like and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to be notified every time we drop new content. If you want to follow our social medias, they will be linked in the description box below.
Bye!
Bye, you guys.
Be safe out there.
Please be safe out there. And if you guys see any ghosts, yeah, especially for your kids, why are you listening to this? But if you see any ghosts, I don't know, tell your parents. Maybe don't tell your parents.
What?
Because honestly, if you tell me and I'm your parent, I'm gonna be like, la 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 la.